Good morning, my fellow traders. My name is Michalis. I am one of the market analysts here at HFM, and I'd like to welcome everybody to today's live trading session, where we're going to be looking at gold, one of the most traded commodities. Now, if we're looking at gold, we can see for sure gold is trading above our trend line. We can see the blue moving average here. It is a 75 period exponential moving average, and below the green is a 100 period simple moving average. Now, we're definitely trading above the trend line. We're definitely still trading on higher highs and higher lows as well. And we're also trading above our sentiment line, and we're trading between 50 and 75 on the RSI as well. So we can see in the medium term, we are showing signs of a bullish trend. We are still showing signs that buyers are controlling the market, and there's still a strong sentiment towards gold. However, we can definitely see throughout today's session that the price is trading lower, potentially for technical and price sentiment reasons as well. We can see the price is trading lower, and in the short term here, we can see that sellers are gaining some momentum. So we can very clearly see here that there's a support level that we can potentially take into consideration. So we put a support level here because we can see it is at this price that gold was rejected. The downward price movement for gold was rejected, and it's also the average price of the previous day. So that's definitely a significant area that if any trader potentially is speculating downwards, that is a key support area. And then of course we've got our resistance level here as well. Now we're going to switch over to a 3-minute time frame, and like I said, in terms of the medium term, there is signs of bullish price movements, but in terms of ultra short-term indications, there is also potential signs for downward price movements. So how can we get confirmation in regards to this? Now we can definitely see in regards to the 3-minute time frame that we've got here a bearish crossover. We're trading below our trend line. In addition to this, we're trading below the 50 on the RSI as well. So we can see this is also backing up the bearish momentum. But we want to trade at the appropriate area, of course. And we're very close to an area where the price is oversold. We're currently trading at 25. If it drops below 25, we're at a level where the price is oversold. So there's two things that we can take into consideration. Now, potentially, if the price is oversold, the price may retrace. If it may retrace, we can draw a Fibonacci level here based on this previous wave. If it does retrace, the Fibonacci retracement levels point to a retracement no higher than this level here. So if we're going to get a retracement up to here, we can of course take into consideration that it still may regain momentum downwards after that retracement forms. So if we are going to get a retracement to that level, again we'll draw the Fibonacci levels based on this potential retracement, and then it regains downward price movement. If it drops below the 65 level, which I've drawn this red line here, if it drops below there, again the price will fall below 50 on the RSI. Again we will see a bearish crossover, and we can see it's at that level where the Fibonacci signals a potential further downward price movement. So it's at that red line that we will see a sell signal potentially materialize again. So that's a very key level as well. Now, a second level that traders can of course take into consideration is if we do get a breakout onto a lower low, and of course the lower low will be below this red line. So that's where the breakout will be. The only concern there is that if it breaks below there without any sort of retracement, then the price will be oversold on the RSI. So preferably the price will retrace slightly further up. That gives us a better entry point, that gets us further away from an oversold level. And then as the downward momentum regains, then of course the signal will materialize again at a better price. Alternatively, if that price movement doesn't materialize, then of course if the price is going to trade above our previous resistance level, this is a very key previous resistance level. This is also the previous high, and it's at the level where the price above it is struggling. Now if we break above that level, it will be the sixth consecutive time that we've broken above it. So of course, sentiment will improve each time we attempt to break above it. Because it's a resistance level, if we break above that level here, then of course we can see that buy signals will start to materialize again, and that will also fall in line with what we've seen here on the 2-hour. Now, if we're going to see a breakout upwards, then of course we've got our resistance level here that we can potentially place targets up to that level. If we see the bearish signal materialize, then we can of course aim for that support level here. So we've got two alternatives depending on what type of signal materializes, something which is going to be very important and something we need to also monitor alongside gold's price movement is of course the value of the US dollar and the US dollar index. Currently, the US dollar index is trading 0.09% higher. If the US dollar continues to increase in value throughout the day, then of course it can pressure gold further. So that's of course something we need to keep into consideration. So that's the end of today's session. We've looked at two potential signals and of course an alternative, and we've looked at potential targets for each direction. We will have another session tomorrow. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your day, trade safe, trade responsibly, and we'll speak again tomorrow.